Up in the Jack and Jackie Harbaugh Club with WKU football coach Jeff Brohm. Jeff, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing very well. I appreciate you taking the time out to sit with us, and especially homecoming week, so there'll be a lot of festivities going around, and appreciate the time. We talked a great deal in press conferences and practice and stuff about youth on defense, but a little bit of, I guess you could say, youth at the head coach this season. What's been maybe a big lesson that you've learned so far in the first few months?
Well, I think this season has definitely been a challenge. We're new in the conference, we're playing new teams, and we're trying to get accustomed to the talent level that is in this conference. And there's good competition, and we have to raise our level of play. And I think that as a young head coach, I have to make sure that I'm on top of everything: offense, defense, special teams, and making sure that our players are doing things right off the field, and that they're staying motivated, they're staying encouraged, they still believe in themselves. So. We still got a long ways to go, but it's been a lot of fun, and we've definitely got a lot of work to do.
You mentioned all three phases of the game. What's the transition like for someone who played quarterback and was an offensive guy, and now you're controlling special teams and defense as well?
Well, it's been a transition. We've got a ton of experience here. Greg Nord is our special teams coach, who's done it a long time, and he's assisted by Ricky Brumfield. And each coach kind of has a segment of the special teams, so we divide it up. And on defense, Nick Holt has been a defense coordinator for a long time, and last year his team was his defense was #1 in the conference. So it's definitely been a struggle this year. I've kind of let those guys do that to the best of their ability, and I assist them, but I'm an offensive guy, so the challenge has been we've struggled in certain areas, and we've got to improve.
How have you dealt with adversity, and there's been a little bit of it this season? How have you dealt with adversity different as a head coach than you might have last year as an offensive coordinator or assistant head coach?
Well, I think we all want to win, we all want to play well, we all want to perform at a high level, and we've got to understand that it's not always going to work the way you want. So we're working through it. I think that you try to learn from your mistakes, you try to improve every day, you try to keep guys motivated, wanting to come to work every day, wanting to put in the time, wanting to enjoy the game of football the way it's supposed to be played. And I think that as long as we continue to do that, continue to work on the weaknesses that we have, and then when the season's over, go out and recruit and try to get the best talent we can in here to match up with the other teams in this conference.
When you're on the field playing quarterback, you have a lot of best friends, wide receivers, quarterback, or running back, and offensive line that maybe make your job a little bit easier. Do you have any coaching best friend, like the guys that just make your job easier, whether it be players or assistant coaches?
Well, we have some veteran coaches here, and they've done it a long time. So, Coach Callaway's a former head coach. Coach Holt's a former head coach. So you kind of ask those guys certain things, but they all come to work every day. They love being here. They love being around the kids. They understand that every week's going to be a new challenge, and I really like working with them, and they're a great group to have here.
Your first season as a head coach, but it seems like there's already a coach in waiting on the sidelines. He's a younger guy, Brohm. When is Brady going to overtake your job?
Well, he'd like to do it right now. He definitely loves being over here. He loves being around the guys. He's into the coaching quite a bit, as most people have seen. But he wants to win, and he loves Western Kentucky. He loves all the guys on our team, and he definitely wants to do whatever he can to help us win. He'll have his opinions, and he'll definitely express them at times and let me know what he thinks. But he's a great young kid who really loves this university.
So 3-5 with 4 games left to play, 3 of those at home. And had some success here in this building over the first couple months of the season. Is it a comfort that you have the next 3 out of 4 at home?
Well, you always want to try to win your home games, and definitely getting back home and playing 3 in a row is a benefit to us, and we've got to take advantage of that. And we work hard and we talk a lot about winning all of our home games. And obviously we slipped up early in the year one time at home. But this is another new challenge, and this is a very tough team coming in UTEP coming up this week that is 5-3, 3-1 in the conference. They're playing well. They're much improved from the previous year where they had their struggles. So we've got to find a way to win. We've got to improve, but it's going to be a tough game.
The obvious goal coming in for a college football team is to get to a bowl game, and that's still within reach with 4 games left to play. But are there any other smaller objectives or other things other than a bowl game that you want to get accomplished in the end of this first season as a head coach?
Yeah, we really don't talk about the bowl games a whole lot. We set out our goals before the season, and once we get going, I've told the guys all along, whether we win or lose, we come back the next week and we try to win and put everything we can into it. So right now, there's definitely improvements that we have to make. There's definitely certain areas that we got to get better at. We're trying to, take small steps, trying to improve every day, trying to carry it over into the game day as well. So we need to definitely, do that, and I think that. Our guys are putting in hard work. They're putting in the time, but we got to go out and perform come test day.
So, Coach, as an offensive guy, what is harder, scheming against his own blitz defense or explaining what Big Red is?
Well, definitely not explaining what Big Red is. I think my family and friends all know about him. He's a mascot that carries a lot of weight, and they're always on the internet putting the vote in for him, and we definitely appreciate all he does for us.
Well, Coach, we appreciate what you're doing for us today and taking the time out. That was WKU football head coach Jeff Brohm. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.